Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank you so much, everybody, for staying with us. It's time for us to go through our rants. It's time for us to go through our closings as we do at the end of the show. Of course, I want to first, before I do that, I want to kind of thank Dana Pooh Diva for being here with us as she is every single month on the fourth Monday of the month to give us the Diva Diaries. So I want to thank her, give her an opportunity to say her final word. Diva, what you got?
Thank you so much for having me each and every month. It really means a lot to me that I'm able to have a sounding board for myself and for the Love Revolution that I represent online and in person. I just wanted to invite new people out to our next Love Revolution event, which is November 16th. The third Saturday. It's usually on third Saturdays from 4 to 7, and it's going to be at Flatheads, which is out by the dock on Wharf Street. I don't have the exact address with me, but most people are familiar with the Annabelle Lee. It's the old Annabelle Lee site. And that's basically it. Thank you so much.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. As we continue to kind of move around the room, got my girl S.Y. Butler. What you got, girl?
Just my usual thank yous to everybody that's listening. Thanks to Charisma for coming by as always.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You need to come by a little bit more.
Invite me.
Weed Ruben out. But no, just my normal thank yous. And we had a fun night again.
We always have a fun night.
Yep.
We always have a fun night. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Big Rube. It's time for you to do your thing. We like to call it the smash. Big Rube, time to smash him, brother.
Big Rube, smash. Yeah. I got a couple things tonight. Couple of them very not important. This whole giraffe thing. Come on, man, get a grip, people. Number two. I mean, it's just whatever. Yeah. Number two, I really feel like that we as people, not just us, but everybody are really doing a really big disservice to the government and to, you know, things that have happened. You know, it's funny. I ran a little bit about this on my Facebook page, but since, you know, if you're not a friend on my Facebook, you completely didn't see it. But it annoys me to the point where I feel like that if I don't talk about it, it's going to do nothing but continue to piss me off. Now, everybody pay attention real quick and listen. I'm going to say this once really good, and I'll slow it down if I need to. But I want to say this. Ladies and gentlemen, Obamacare is not a law. There is nothing in our laws that says Obamacare. It is called the Affordable Care Act of 2009. The Affordable Care Act. Now, I'm going to let y'all think about that for a second. Simply because it really annoys me why people use the term Obamacare. Because Obamacare, the term, was created by the liberal media to make you hate something. Excuse me. Not the liberal media, my bad. But it was created by who you think they did to hate something that really shouldn't be hated. Now, the Affordable Care Act allows everybody to get insurance. Because there are a lot of people out there who don't have insurance, or, you know, one of the provisions is basically if you have some type of disease that you've always had and you can't get insured, well, guess what? You can get insured now. Now, I feel like people are blaming the wrong people for this. You know, you have people blaming, you know, the government. Oh, the government made insurance bad, and now my insurance is going up. Ladies and gentlemen, your insurance is not going up because of the government. Insurance is going up because the insurance people now have to cover all those people who didn't have insurance before, so they have to make money. So what they did, they raised their premiums on people like us who have jobs or who have companies because they know they can get the money for it. Because really, everybody's got to have insurance. That is why your company might have been like, well, I can't do this, and this because I got to pay more, health benefits for you because of Obamacare. No, idiot. You have to pay more because the insurance companies are charging more. Because the insurance companies take a loss if they have to protect everybody, including those who had previous problems that they normally wouldn't protect. So, everybody's getting upset and getting mad. People lose their jobs because their employees can't afford it. Well, I understand that, Or you can just get insurance yourself. You don't have to get it through your job. However, if you don't, your job has to pay a fine, which means your job's going to get you insurance because let's just be real. You should get insurance from the people that you work for. It just makes sense. You shouldn't have to go out and get your own insurance because you work for a company who does not give you insurance. Now, if you're working part-time, it is what it is, because part-time insurance is just way more expensive before the Affordable Care Act. They've been there, done that. That sucks. But if you work the 32 hours a week or 30 hours a week and they pay you and they give you insurance, let's just be honest, insurance is going to be cheap for you. It's going to be cheaper than going to the hospital with no insurance and paying a whole bunch of money. Now, my biggest thing is I hate the fact that people use the term Obamacare, but you know what? I blame that on our president himself, because last year in his second debate he brought up the term Obamacare and he said that, hey, I did not call it that, but since that's a term they're using, we're going to use it. Hey, I don't know who told you to do that, but that's stupid. You should have gone back to what the law is. You should not basically embrace that, because now everybody uses this stupid ass term that just makes you look bad. Because all the negative, nobody's gonna be like, I hate the Affordable Care Act. Yeah, I'll let you think on that for a second, because who's gonna say I hate something that's affordable? That's called an oxymoron. That doesn't make sense. So whoever told you to do that, president, they should have probably gotten fired on spot. But sometimes you gotta live what you gotta live what you live with, and whatever. But everybody within who's listening, don't use the term Obamacare, because one, it's stupid. Two, it's supposed to bring negativity to something that's positive. And I don't mean any harm or anything, but it's really hard to say, wow, I like that Obamacare. No. Where can I find that? I want to see how it works. You're not going to find it. It's called the Affordable Care Act. Call it the ACA. Call it the Affordable Care Act. Don't call it Obamacare. Don't disrespect the law itself by doing that. Look, the problem is people don't know the difference, because there's once again the negative spin on Obamacare. You've seen the stuff on the Daily Show. You've seen the stuff on all the night shows when they go out and they ask people, hey, which do you like? Which do you hate more, Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act? Oh, I don't really like that Obamacare. I'm not sure about the Affordable Care Act. I really like Obamacare. Hey, you're just as dumb if you say you like Obamacare and hate the Affordable Care Act. It's the same damn thing, and once again, we've preached about this during the last election. We really aren't going to preach about this year for the Virginia election, because you know what? Yeah, we probably need to get some new people in there anyway. But educate yourselves, people, because if you allow the public and the media to educate you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get incorrect information. If you listen to all the commercials, half the time you have no idea what's going on. Educate yourself. Help educate somebody else. Because it's really true, knowledge is power. And with knowledge gives you the ability to make the correct choice. Because if you just make a choice because you don't know nothing, you're just as bad as a dude who makes a choice because he hates what he knows, even though what he knows is what he wants. It's Big Rube. It's a smash. I'm out.
Big Rube and the smash. Ain't no how Steppin, Marcus J. Thank you, Rube, for the smash. I want to get into my thank yous and my closings. Special thanks to everybody that listened to us on Loud City, Tune In, as well as our Mixel, all legacy internet radio.com. It's because of y'all that we get to come in here every single Monday night and do this show from the Den, the flagship show of Legacy Internet Radio. Ain't no how Steppin, Marcus J. Thanks to Joy, Hakeem, Michelle, Steven, and Seth for hitting us up in social media. Once again, special thanks to the Dating Pool Diva. Thank you to SY and Big Rube for being here as well. Quick rundown of Legacy Internet Radio programming. Ain't no hashtag with Marcus J, 7 to 9:30 plus every single Monday night, Tuesday, and live in radio with Mr. LP Steven Sykes and Mr. Sincere, 7 to 9 on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, we got the Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P. Thursdays, we got Did They Just Play That, the music only show hosted by yours truly. Usually start around 6 or so and go up until about scandal o'clock. On Fridays, we replay this show at 7 o'clock, but we precede it with a Marley mix, so we playing some Bob Marley and the family music. Usually start that around 5:30, 6 o'clock up until 7. All day is music on Saturdays. Replaying Did They Just Play That right up to 7 o'clock. Deep House Sessions with your girl DJ Renee Melendez. 6 days a week, Legacy Internet Radio. Had some real productive meetings lately, so hopefully we got some new stuff that we'll be able to bring to you guys here in the near future. So it's my time to go through and give you my rant and my closing. So I just hope that you guys will allow me to do that, to indulge myself for just a few minutes. And I know for a fact that I'm going to catch some heat. I'm going to catch some heat for this one, or at least the beginning of it. But again, bear with me. Bear with me as I go through it. One of the best things that ever happened to us in our community was also one of the worst things that ever happened to us in our community, and that's integration. Before integrating, we had our own businesses. We had our own schools. We had our own enterprise. We had our own entertainment. We had our own communities. And once we integrated, we relaxed, and we felt it was easier to assimilate to the majority than to continue our post-slavery independence. We had to be independent then. Now, we brainwashed to believe that right is right, and it causes us to devalue our own and our own contributions. We don't take care of each other as a community, y'all, and we watch other communities do so, and they prosper. And it's really sad and breaks my heart. We as Americans have donated monies for all kinds of disasters over the years, and with the unemployment rate high, incarceration levels at all-time high, and with the education systems needing a complete rehaul, we must do something. We need a disaster relief fund. So, from October 21st, 2013 until December 3rd, 2013, we will crowdfund our relief. We're looking to raise $1 million to create jobs in our communities. We will raise these monies, then give it back to the people. And we're going to kick it off with 8-city tour, giving the money to the people in those 8 cities. All you need to qualify for the money is have a viable business plan that shows your new business will create jobs in that community. Person's credit or criminal history is not going to matter. We need job creation. For with it comes lower unemployment, less incarceration, and better education. And after this initial crowdfunding campaign, we'll do it again every 3 months if we can raise $2 million every 3 months. That way we can go to 20 cities every 3 months, put $100K in each city, and create jobs. So join us by doing this, by donating at investinus2.com. That's INVESTINUS, the digit 2.com. For more information, contact info@ERNNOW.com. I get so fired up about stuff like this because I love us. I love to have fun as much as the next person, but when I see us promoting craziness and not promoting us, it really upsets me. We post and post and post about Nene Leakes getting married, and we make Scandal the most posted about show on TV, and we so tuned into the Basketball Wives and Love and Hip Hop crew and Kanye and Kim. But when I started posting what I just read to you on Friday, I ain't get no likes. I didn't get no forwards. I didn't get no love. Do we really, really hate ourselves so much that we'd rather spend time talking about the ratchet that we do than we talk about getting past this? I saw a video recently of 2 little girls that couldn't have been no more than 8 years old cussing each other out over this weekend. And most of the comments that I saw condemned the behavior, which I appreciate, but there wasn't no comments about how we can get out of that situation that we in. I could tell you how we get out of it. Money. Money. That's the language of this country. The world is governed 100% around money. Who has it, who doesn't have it. Folks spend time blogging about bullshit and feeding the monster, and they ain't gonna never have nothing for themselves. People, they have a TV show called Paternity Court, marketed to our community. We're gonna watch that, and we're gonna watch Maury, and we're gonna watch Jerry, but we don't want to talk about pooling our money together so that we can buy the TV station and put on programming more befitting to us, what we like, what we are, and who we want to be. Come on now. We can definitely do better than what we're doing. And as long as we do nothing, we will continue to have people who don't have our best interests at hand in control of our images. And this all starts with us taking back our communities, and we can do it together. No forward movement has ever taken place in our community without an economic component. None. Civil War, emancipation, was all about crippling the South financially. It had nothing to do with freeing slaves. The Civil Rights Movement, the Montgomery bus boycott was a big part of it. It launched it, and we now can be part of a new movement. Not a moment, but a movement. And people always talk about black leaders. Who's going to do what needs to be done. What's Al Sharpton going to do? What's Jesse Jackson going to do? What's Farrakhan going to do? And let's march this place, and let's march on that place. Well, we, you, me, us, we are the black leaders. And it's time that we did something instead of waiting for the person on TV to do it. We can all do our part. So take a look at this website, www.investinus2.com, and consider joining this movement to take back our communities and our culture and our good name in our world. We are more than comedians and athletes and rappers and talk show hosts. We are entrepreneurs and business owners and intellectuals, and it's time we help each other by showing the world what we can do. And you want to be part of the solution? Are you going to be part of the movement? Or are you going to be part of the problem? I know we can do this, and we can do this together. So let's get on it. That's the Marcus's Unrelated Rant. It ain't got nothing to do with what we here talking about tonight. It's the end of the show. I want to tell everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. And you know how Steppin with Marcus J. Gonna be back right here next week. Peace.